If you're about to hire a contractor for a renovation, wait. In this video, we're going over the top 5 red flags to look out for. We spent thousands of dollars flipping houses in North Carolina, and after some hard lessons, we've realized 5 major red flags when it comes to hiring contractors to complete the renovations on a project. Today, Kenny's doing some DIY demo at a house flip we have in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and he'll also be answering this question. What are the warning signs of a nightmare contractor? Before you go and give thousands of dollars to some random guy, keep watching and we'll let you know. Let's do it.
We're out here. Currently, we got roof going up. Brand new roof. So just showing you guys what we're working with. The before I get to, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Hopefully you guys can see enough. And you can't record without some Bad Bunny, you know, so. Since you guys were last at this house, they have done the roof, and that's pretty much it. As you can probably hear, they're still doing the roof right now. They're wrapping up. They should finish today. We're gonna be doing some of the demo. Our contractor is gonna start next week. Anything we don't do or finish, or if we start something and don't finish or whatever, any cleanup, they're gonna be handling that. I'm just gonna do a little bit just cause it's fun. Also today, we're gonna be touching on our top 5 red flags when working with a contractor, what you should look out for. First off, whenever we're looking for bids, it is a red flag if the contractor does not want us to go out and get another bid. Like when we're looking for contractors, you know, I kind of understand them that it might be a waste of their time if they go out, do all the work, give us an estimate. But at the end of the day, you know, if they don't want us to go out and get another bid, they should know like we're trying to get the best quality, the best price with the best speed. And in order to do that, we have to compare different bids and different contractors together. So for us, the second red flag would be if the contractor, we tell them, hey, you know, this project seems like we're a little far off. I don't know if you can work on the price. And then they come back and they just significantly drop their estimate. If they drop it a lot, that just means that they were really trying to charge you a lot up front. And you just want to be wary of that. The third red flag for us would be the contractor tells us that they only accept cash. If you're giving someone cash, there's no trace or traceable proof that we're giving them the cash, and they could just say bye-bye and we might never see them again. That leads me to our fourth red flag. If the contractor wants all the money or even 50% of the funds upfront, red flag. I personally want the contractor usually to take the smallest deposit possible or just do the work first and then I'll pay you. That sounds a little crazy, and some contractors are not willing to do that, but we've actually come across a lot, and the ones that do work with investors, one, they understand that we really appreciate that because a lot of us are using hard money loans and we're using a draw system, so that helps us whenever we go to try to pay them. So if the work is done first and then we pay them, we really prefer that. If they're asking for half or all of the money up front, run or try to find someone else. So for this deal, we haven't paid our contractor. Obviously they're gonna start next week, but they said, hey look, we'll do demo on the line item that they're charging us for demo. It's like $7,000. So they'll say, hey look, we'll demo, you pay us for the demo, so $7,000. So they'll be in here all next week doing the demo, and then we'll pay them. They do the roof, then we pay them. Guys, this next red flag, I am speaking to you guys from experience. They don't pick up the phone and they don't text us back or call us back for days. You think like, are they gonna finish the job? Did they run away with my money? Like, what is going on? So that's a red flag. We don't really know what a contractor's communication is like until we are doing a job with them. But the ways you can tell is if they're not, you know, the ways we tell is if they're not answering us that much, either emails, texts, or calls while we're trying to get an estimate or meet them at a property or whatever the case may be. So that's a red flag. You are putting money into a project and then you can show up to the project, no one's there, you call them, they don't answer, and you're like, are they gonna finish the job, or did they run away with my money, or what is going on? You know, keep your eyes out. Guys, don't do this at home, okay? Because you get battle scars when you do this, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie, that kind of hurt. The last red flag for us is if the contractor is not licensed and insured. Now, you know, you can still find really good workers that are not licensed. Maybe they're working to get their license. They might be insured or they might not be either, but they do a good job This is just a factor that we take into consideration when we are getting estimates. We know with a licensed and insured contractor, you're gonna, like, they have to do everything by the book. They're gonna pull all the permits. When you go to sell, you won't have any issues as far as the work being done. They could potentially still be sloppy, right? But at least it's done by the book. And then when you go to sell, you can show the buyer, hey, you know, we pulled all the permits. Here are all the permits. Here are the engineer reports if you needed any, whatever the case may be. But that's just something that we like to take into consideration. Again, we take that with a grain of salt because we still find contractors that are good, that are not licensed and or insured. But again, we just are weary of it. I am the project manager for my brothers and I. It is important to take ownership of all the work that the contractor is doing, because at the end of the day, it is my job to oversee them. You know, if they're doing sloppy work or if they're, you know, messing up on certain things, making sure you tell them, right? Making sure they're aware that that quality or whatever they're doing wrong is not going to be, you're not going to put it up with it. And if they want more work, that they have to correct it, or they just won't get more work. At the end of the day, contractors are in the business of making money as well, so you are one of their clients, and if they're not satisfying you, then they lose you and they lose money. But you also have to understand that with some contractors, I mean, you shouldn't have to, right? But the reality is, in any business that you're in, you're dealing with people, and people are people. So there are times where you might have to coach them, not necessarily coach them in how to do the work, but coach them and show them what your expectations as far as quality, speed, timing, price, etc. are for work. So that's kind of what we've gone about with certain people or contractors that we've used. At this house, after today, our contractor will then be starting on Wednesday, Thursday-ish on demo and hauling all the trash out, and then we can move on to the next phase, which will be kind of like framing, mudding, taking out all this wall here. But yeah, that'll pretty much be the next step. Our contractors are going to handle, for the most part, all of this. So we did some damage. Take a look. Took all these cabinets out. Took all those cabinets out. And then all that trash right there. So now I'm gonna take the trash outside.